Hey YouTube, happy December. We just got our Christmas tree up today, or yesterday, I guess. And there's 2 days left in the season, so we're going to do a few more Great League teams. We're going to do an event coverage, and then Tuesday is season turnover, so we will do some new teams for Great League. And I forget what the other cup that is on, but we'll take a look at that as well. But for now, we're looking at Shadow Glade, Shadow Sandslash, and Greninja, and Holy Glassy team coming at you from Uncle Augustin, who is a level 2 member on the channel, so thank you for the support. Basically said these are previous from earlier in the year, as he tries to push. He's expert right now trying to push to legend. The theme of this team was Pokemon indirectly buffed by last season's updates, i.e. Pokemon that became more viable due to what rose in prominence. The team makes 0 sense and is basically 3 glass cannons booming left and right. In theory, it's an AB team where Greninja acts as a safe swap to draw out a fighter. In practice, there are so many ABB weaknesses. Talonflame, this is just a you cannot shield everything team. Great content, that keep the great work. Roast away, all the things that people say. Yes, they always, that's basically how everyone ends those things, is just roast away. Yeah, so this is a tough, this team does make sense, right? Because you got the double there, you mentioned double Talonflame issue on the top there, double fighter in the back, weakness, just so glass you can have show around. But they're not wrong in the Pokemon that have more play now, right? Because ground got a substantial buff this season, and earlier in the season there was really no fighters, right? Before Primeape and Annihilape got their community day there. So they were right, there weren't as many fighters you need to be worried about in the back. There was not, there was way more ground, so your ice and water had more play. And yeah, Gallade just is kind of like can close combat a lot of things. So let's look at the battles here. So Talonflame, these look a little faster because I normally have people submit videos and I go at 1.5 speed, but I saw that these were already like sped up and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll just kind of play them as is. So if they're a little like quicker than normal, I apologize, but anyways, grab the shield and right back going to have to shield. Not surprising. Any move is going to hurt these Pokemon. Just going for the one water shuriken and the hydro cannon because this will take out or grab a shield. And they decide to grab the shield here. They will get another move up. You got a full water shuriken through because again, it's tough to 3 versus 5 is a brutal timing. And it is a Credilli, which is half rock. So water is still neutral against this. So I'm going to throw the hydro cannon. Grass will one-shot this for sure. Now, where do you go here? Go in Sandslash. They could have a rock move, but you're just going to take the rock move, assuming you can live. And the powder snows are doing super effective. Oh, it's just a rock slide, so it's not even like a stone edge or anything. So that is a lot of energy. If Talonflame comes back in, one in throw, because if this takes out, we don't want that one to register. And unfortunately, it does not take out. So that Incinerate did register. Takes you to the red, but get a second move off. What's left is a Azumarill, and we are getting one Leaf Blade off for sure here. Can we get a second one off? We can. Back to back here. Huge on a very glassy Pokemon. Takes out Azumarill back to back here. Dugong's a good lead because you have basically 2 moves to this. So the question is, what are you going to throw? You're just going straight, not even going to fake that it's a close combat, which means I was going to say, they still may shield because they want to just lower your attack anyways, but you may want to go to close combat to at least fake it. I know the timing would be a little trickier because you just did 8 versus 9 as opposed to if you went, it'd be 10 versus 12, but lands a close combat, does not take out, and they give up switch. Interesting. And yeah, you do not have a good answer here. Your best answer is Gallade, but after the close combat, you want to reset here. So coming in, oh yeah, the 1 strength. So the bad news is Powder Snow is resisted. The good news is they're likely running Ice Beam Play Rough. So as we saw there with the Play Rough, only throwing resisted moves here. So the problem is I don't think with the Powder Snows that this will actually take out. And it does not. So they'll get a move off here and take you out, which is okay. And you now have the option to come in like Water Shuriken this down and come out with a ton of energy, I think, is what I would do. You could come Gallade and Psycho Cut down. I just think that maybe you can get to like a move or just go to like 5 on the Greninja and come out with like a move and a half. So even if you don't take out with the Greninja, you can like go 5 Water Shurikens, match their 5 bubbles, and then win CMP if it doesn't take them out. And you would have like come out with a move and a half, but that's okay. Or thrown a move and come out with a half move, but it's okay. Glade is also very fast charging. Gonna get the Hydro here. So now it is a bait game because the Stone Edge would pretty much take you out here. Mud Bomb, you would live a Mud Bomb. They try to snipe, which does not work. I'm guessing you're counting the moves because I would have committed to the farm now, but I don't know how much energy they're at, so what do I know? Go back-to-back Night Slashes here. 1 to take out the Dugong, 1 to probably grab a shield. Do they have any shields left? They have no shields. Okay, that's much smarter than me. Okay, never mind. For Alligator, claws are super effective, so instantly going, ugh. This is gross. This is not good. Yeah, what do you do here? What is the best play? You gonna try and CMP? No, I'm just gonna throw 1 before. Yeah, you probably lose to MP, and they shield, but because they know they can. They are so far ahead of you, and then they CMP on your drill run. Ooh, this is tough because you got out because the claws would have been super effective. You would have outpaced though, right? It only would have taken you 8 to a Leaf Blade compared to 10 for a Hydro. So you would have outpaced. Maybe you would have lost in the 2 shield. You both instant swap, and oh my goodness, they swap into a Donphan against your Greninja. So this will one-shot if they do not shield. So that was a quick boom, and out in the back is a Heliolisk. Again, these were very early in the season, so the teams are kind of all over the place, and there's so many better upgrades now. Like Morpeko should be everywhere as an electric, and next season we'll see how much electric actually is around. Again, I have my theories that it's not going to be around as much as people think it's going to be just because of all the ground out there. Parabolic Charge. How bad is this Pokemon that a buff Parabolic Charge cannot even take a Shadow Gallade? Get the draw run for the win here, but wow, that Pokemon's bad. Okay, Clodsire. Psycho Cut super effective. Leaf Blade is neutral, and they decide to get out into Malamar. So going to stay in here and close combat. Yeah, I'm going to get the close combat off. This is neutral because they're half dark, half psychic. So it will chip quite a lot. Let's see what they decide to do. They let it go, and that is a huge land. And get the full farm down. They didn't even get a move off. What is happening with this? Yeah, okay. Top left is an appropriate response for that garbage that team just showed. Okay. Clodsire on the lead. This one is actually playing it out. Which makes sense. Like, 1 Leaf Blade will not take out here. You're probably going to need 2, and an Earthquake will take you out. So they could very easily, take just shield advantage coming out of this. And they bait you with Stone Edge just because, and now they get into Malamar. The only problem is you are weak to Superpower. They're throwing fast, so if it takes you out, that would suck. But, yeah, so they just know. That is that's kind of interesting. I kind of like it, what they just did there. Because they put you in a situation where it's like, there's no way he'd throw Superpower this early. Because if he does, he'd lower his attack and defense. But at the same time, a Superpower takes you out, and you're already down a shield. So it puts you in the incredibly tough spot of like, I now need to waste my second shield, or I need to waste my second shield, or I just need to be KO'd there. So you decide to take the KO. This thing is just going to outpace you to the moves because they have 1 shield, and you've already burned yours. So have a Night Slash because this is pre-Rage Fist bump, or Rage Fist community day. So yes, that's the only reason you run Night Slash on Primeape is if it hasn't been community yet. Okay, getting to the close combat, which would be neutral, going to bait it, and they do not shield. So not only do they not shield, you CMP, which means you now need to shield your Gallade. It is just an Aqua Tail. Gonna try and catch, or you're just gonna go CMP? No, or you're just gonna take a move. Ugh. You could live and banking the energy. Whoa. So we went first into Greninja, and they decided to then go into Marowak. a Marowak, which is a fire ghost, which is not what you want to bring against Greninja. So it was kind of instantaneous, but like we did definitely come in first, like at least half a second before. So now we just got down a shield, but a ton of energy. Out comes a Venusaur, which is nice because we can chip a couple Night Slashes here. Go back to back here. Oh, come on, man. You got to go back to back. You know that you're so close to being taken out there. They come Quillfish. Going to get a draw run off. And then I think you have energy on the Glade. No? Are you going to try and catch here? You have energy on the Glade, though. I guess you're worried about coming in and then... and now you're just going to Powder Snow down and come out with energy? Yeah, okay. I guess you're worried about coming in and them farming you down and coming out with a move, which would be a little tough. Speaking about tough, this is a really bad lead for you, and the Greninja is not an answer to this at all. So you can get Night Slashes off, which are neutral, but man, this thing is Dragon Breath is going to kill you. And Night Slash, unless you boost here, you're going to need 3. And they still catch on Lickitung, which is, I guess, an okay catch, but you would have lived that Altaria Night Slash if they wanted to. And the problem with this is Lick is resisted, although they can easily tank a Hydro here because of how bulky Lickitung is. Man, I can't believe I used Lickitung so much and now it's just got to sit in my inventory till the next real move update. There's not enough move updates in this time to really affect anything. Coming in with your Sand Slash, knowing that every move is resisted here. So through all the resisted Power Whip, you have a shield advantage, you have Pokemon advantage. No, you don't have Pokemon advantage. We're even in Pokemon. You have a shield advantage. And they come Skarmory still with Steel Wing on it, which is neutral against you as an ice. So I'm going to get the second Ice Punch off. This will likely grab a shield because they're probably going to want to get a move off here. No, they live. And out comes a Glade. You got a shield. You got a shield, man. What are you doing? You don't have enough health left on this thing. No, you had to... Okay. My man, what the hell are you doing? You have 3 of the glassiest Pokemon in the world playing on this team. 1 is gone. 1 is in the yellow. And 1 has health. And you have 2 shields. Like, you need to use it. Even if, like, a resisted close combat on a flying Pokemon is still going to do an insane amount. You easily shield that. You get to 2 close combats. You go back to back there. You cannot leave 1 Pokemon with yellow health that can just easily get farmed down, resisted or not. Like, you're too low. You can live a drill run here, so it's not the worst. Let this go, but like... Yeah, you gotta use shields early and often on this team. Or like know which one's gonna win it for you and start using shield for them. Because they're gonna probably double shield and trying to farm you down here, is my guess. And that's exactly what they do, and you do not allow them to, nor should you. This probably does not take them out. Which means they're gonna have at least one for sure. They're probably close to 2 already, if they not already have 2, and they do have 2, so they're gonna go back to back here. You'll live 1, so 1 shield is fine. 1 shield letting go, 1 letting go is fine. And it's a Gastrodon in the back. Well, Gastrodon is at least neutral. I mean, lucky for them, it's neutral to the water. Go down there. Now, where do you go? You're gonna get farmed down here. Try to 1 and transfer the damage, and they... That's kind of weird. I didn't think that would work. But transferring a super effective damage onto your Pokemon here is also an interesting play. Now they get to move. You have to shield. They did go back to back, and now they got to move here. So they're pretty dry. And out comes a Clodsire. So do you just go 2 Ice Punches, or do you go 2... I guess you're at a Drill Run. You can probably go Drill Run, Ice Punch, honestly. Yeah, that takes it to the yellow. You don't even need this. Ice Punch is super effective, and they're in the yellow, so I imagine, and you're a Shadow, so it probably would take them out, but let's just confirm that they're going to be taken out with 2 Drill Runs there. Okay, Frostlass, another terrible lead. going with the Leaf Blade because I think close combat is double resisted on Ghost. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and Leaf Blade's neutral. Yeah, I forgot. They're not flying. I don't. They're floating. So I was like, oh, it's flying. No, it's an ice ghost. What am I talking about? So yes, Leaf Blade is obviously the correct answer, and make a really nice catch, unless it's Shadow Ball. But I'm assuming it's just Avalanche because that's all they need here, or Triple Axle. So Triple Axle, and then they're like, nah, the rest of the battle wasn't cool enough to watch. So let's just go into the next one. Okay. Going, you did kind of a weird thing there. Let me just stop that because I don't like what you did. You did the worst of both worlds. They didn't throw a move, but you took the super effective Shadow Claws on Gallade. You didn't even throw the Leaf Blade, which would grab the shield. And then when you took all the super effective moves on Gallade, you then decided to come into Sand Slash to take a charge move from a Shadow Feraligatr on your Shadow Sand Slash, which would probably require a shield. So you would have so you took the damage, you didn't grab a shield, you gave up switch, and then you almost lost the shield because if they threw you ahead of the shield. So you just basically did 4 things you should not have done. 4 terrible situations here. Anyways, they did not throw. They decided to bank the move and, you came in Greninja. Sorry. 3 bad things. You came in Greninja. 2 bad things then. Tried to catch a Hydro on a Greninja. I thought you came in Sand Slash. The black is throwing me off, I guess. I don't know. That should make it even more obvious. Anyways. Do manage to grab a shield from Dunsparce. This probably will take you out. That's fine. Gonna come in and Psycho Cut down. We have a shield advantage. And out comes another Frostlass. And they try to catch that snipe. And they do snipe successfully on the Feraligatr. So you have to burn a shield here. But now you're at least 1. And you're going to outpace them to the 1 to take them out. So they shield. And now you're going to shield the next one. And you can't really overfarm too much because these claws are going to add up. So you're just throwing the next one right away. Basically 4 charge moves coming right in a row here. And now Frostlass comes in. You kind of need to swap immediately because I'm worried about the farm down. And you got to live a Shadow Ball. Yeah, you can't not stand there any longer because you would have just given them 3 or 4 more Powder Snows. Ice Punch is all you need, but just going to get to the drill run. Oh, I think Ice Punch is all you need. And going to go down to an Avalanche here and now get Powder Snow down. Yeah, okay. You got to throw out that Ice Punch. I think people... So that's the second time that's happened. 1 on each end there. 1, when you did not shield the glossy Pokemon, you came in and took resisted Dragon Breath and got taken down. And the second one where they were in the red and Ice Punch would have been sufficient, but you didn't throw the move because you wanted to throw a neutral Drill Run. And I think people really underestimate how much resisted moves still do in this game. I think it's only a 20% decrease in damage, which 20% is not insignificant, but if a move does 70 damage, I'm just assuming it's 20, and I'm assuming, let's just make up numbers. If a move does 70 damage, 20% off of that is 14. So that would still do 56 damage, which is quite a lot, especially on a Pokemon that's glassy like Frostlass that is already in the red. So you got to just chip with the resisted move. So yeah, don't be afraid to throw resisted moves. Especially if you're going to be taken out. Resistant moves really do start adding up, and will catch people off guard too. And I do that sometimes if you when I'm running fast move damage teams or stuff like that I know I can just fast move down. I sometimes make it obvious I'm throwing a resistant move because they're unlikely to shield, right? So, and let's just say a different scenario. You got that. I got a whatever, let's just call it a Kanto Ninetales in the back. They got a nice... I sometimes may throw an Ice Punch. If I have an Ice Punch Sand Slash, I'm going to throw the Ice Punch because they won't shield because you have the Ice Punch. They know it, so it's resisted. They're not going to shield. But that chips enough that you can fast move down as opposed to having to throw a charge move sort of thing. So those are types of things you just again, I think that scenario that comes up is pretty rare. So it's kind of a unique one that you won't see often, but just some things to think. That one, it's you need to throw before they take you out. Anyways, that's it. What's today? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I guess I have 3 days to win 50 battles. So I guess I should start playing my battles because I'm like 50 wins away from the last battle screen being complete. So I guess I need to start doing that because I want to save some battles for my Tuesday turnover. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.